The Ready to Run conference was an opportunity for youth aspirants vying for different positions across the country from various political parties to discuss and stake a claim to as their level of preparedness for the general elections. The two-day event, which was organized by Yiaga Africa with support from the European Union, had youth from different political parties, representatives from civil society organizations, and general public converge in Abuja, the nation's capital. Our correspondent, Edeke Emmanuel, reports.
Participants at the event say the youth aspirants across the country need more support, especially in areas of campaign financing and grassroots mobilization as a push for political offices. In his welcome remarks, the Executive Director, Yiaga Africa, Samson Itodo, expressed disappointment at the decline in youth aspiration for elective positions as compared to the last general elections of 2019.
The level of youth candidacy declined in 2023 compared to 2019. And what was the decline? In 2019, the level of youth candidacy, as you can see from the slide, was 34%. And what we mean is the percentage of candidates between 18 and 35 who are on the ballot. In 2019, it was 34%, but in 2023, it came down to 28.6%. 35.6% mainly in the state houses of assembly. So the large proportion of young people who are running at the state houses of assemblies. And then 21.6% for the House of Reps, and then 3.7% for senatorial elections. It's important to underscore that the level of women participation and youth candidacy was abysmally low. And so if you look across the room, the number of women who were fielded by political parties is so low, and it was just fixed at 11%. If you also look at amongst youth candidates, persons with disability, particularly young people with disability, was somewhere around 0.2%. And so we are not faring well as a country with the youth representation as part of the candidacy.
The EU ambassador to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Ambassador Samuela Isopi, who called in the youth to be ready to serve Nigerians, pledged the European Union's continued support to Nigeria to encourage effective youth participation in politics.
With the primary objective of deepening democracy and providing inclusive, sustainable, and effective leadership. You must prioritize sincerity of purpose and place, as I said before, the collective interest of the Nigerian people and of the Nigerian nation above all. Are you ready again to serve the interest of your country, to serve the collective interest, and to put Nigeria first? On our part, I make a solemn pledge today that the European Union will continue to provide support, and we will do all we can to promote effective youth participation.
The youth representatives vying for electoral positions in the upcoming general elections decried the unavailability of resources to campaign as a huge challenge, as a lot of people believe the status quo must be maintained. They say they face a daunting task trying to educate the public on the need to vote people of character rather than those who give them the most money.
I met a whole lot of people that seriously, they don't have, sorry to say that, they don't really have what to offer, especially the elderly ones. But the truth is, they've so much spoiled the electorate with the mindset of let's give them money and enter. Now we are having challenge. The major challenge we are having is trying to convince them, to make them know that let's see politics in a different way. You have a right. You have a right to be served. You have a right to question whoever is saying, I want to serve you. When the person gets there and doesn't do what he or she wants to do. But the fear of the fact that they've been paid before voting doesn't give them the confidence to challenge whoever is supposed to serve them. So we are trying to sensitize them to the glory of God. It's not easy, but with time, their understanding is beginning to open. Sure, you understand? They realize now that, oh, actually, this is my right. I don't need to be bought over to vote.
Finances as well, funds. very important. We are used to the old way of doing things. And then if you go back to the society, we don't have too much trust on the younger ones, on the younger generations. All of us are not happy with the situation, so that says a lot. You know, we are not comfortable with what has been done for over more than 20 years now. We've been since '99 till date. We've been in politics, and nothing has been done much, especially when it comes to the development and the infrastructure at all angles, security, education, and whatsoever ways. So we encourage the young candidate. We encourage our people to vote on the young candidate.
Edeke Emmanuel, reporting for Development Nigeria TV.